We know there are many choices in internet radio, and the staff and host of LA Talk Live would like to thank you for choosing the internet's hottest destination for the most eclectic sound and invigorating talk. This is LA Talk Live. We are more than just talk.
Girl just wanna play games. You call him on the phone, she will never call you back. You see him on the street, she be like, call me sometime.
Here we go again. Happy New Year. We back with you again. Los Angeles today. Every Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific. We're going to bring the new year in right. I'm Mr. Vaughn, your host. Mr. LA. I really get down out here. You know I got my special co-host, Patriana Jones.
I am just jamming right now to Brother Kamal because he is so nice. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited that I came across this artist. He's really, really amazing, and I've decided to just kind of dedicate our playlist today to Brother Kamal. I think it's really cool, and I think his music is really cool. It's really fun, and I think that it's the epitome of Black Boy Joy. So I definitely encourage you guys to check him out, Brother Kamal. That's BROTHERKAMAU. I actually just got our special guest Vernisa here to follow him on Instagram. And I mean, honestly, I should really be getting paid for how much I've been promoting his work. So, Brother Kamal, if you're listening out there, I can definitely handle your social media work. But no, I love his work. And speaking of special guests, we have a very, very, very beautiful and talented guest today, Miss Vernisa Allen.
Hey.
Hey, what's up, Vernisa? How's it going?
Vernisa is from that crazy Florida. No offense, but Florida pretty wild, man. And
stand your ground.
It's a crazy place.
Ridiculous.
I can't believe how ridiculous people are there.
Ridiculous. That's why I'm surprised. You're so great and normal and all of those great things.
I mean, someone told me that around 75% of my hometown voted for Trump.
Yeah.
So I came from a really predominantly white neighborhood where people, they wore camouflage, that kind of thing. So I grew up around that kind of life.
Gotcha.
But
Confederate flags.
Confederate flags. But I didn't realize how bad it was until I left, until I went to college. I didn't really realize how
and where did you go
bad
to college?
These people were. I went to Florida State University.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go Noles.
And what did you study in, Vernisa?
I was an acting major there.
Exactly, because she is an actress, and that's what brought her to California.
Yep.
Sunny California. So, what? Just really quick before we get into today's episode. What was it? A culture shock when you came to Cali? From Florida.
Somewhat. I mean,
because we diverse.
Florida State. I mean, I wouldn't say it's super diverse, but since it was a college town, it was a little bit more diverse. So I got into being around more people that looked like me. But coming out here, definitely, I think I've just kind of gotten used to seeing all different. But here, LA is it's not even just black people, not even just every single.
That's honestly a way to start a conversation.
Seriously,
hey, where are you from?
Seriously,
exactly.
Yeah.
Because most people are implants here.
Yeah.
They're implants. They're not from here.
Like me.
I was born and raised here.
Where are you from?
Right here.
Right here?
Right here in this area.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm an LA native too. Inglewood.
That's right.
Okay, I shouldn't have done that. But
no, that was real. That's what you're supposed to do.
We're going to disregard that and get into today's show. So, I wanted to invite Vernisa onto the show today because I saw a post.
Yeah.
I see my article that you did on Denzel Washington's controversial statements on colorism, and kind of like his dismissive attitude towards it. And I checked out the article that you were referring to, and it was disappointing. With me being the Denzel Washington fan that I am, I was so surprised that someone, so involved in the film industry could state something like that, and just disregard something as problematic as colorism, because colorism does exist. And sometimes it's not a matter of working hard enough. It's a matter of lack of opportunity being presented to you, and lack of equal life chances being presented to you based on what you look like and who you are. And so I feel like it was a bit of a slap in the face, especially from someone as prominent in the film industry as Denzel Washington, to disregard that. So I just wanted to just bring you onto the show and just further go into what you were discussing in the response that you gave to, his interview.
Yeah. I was really angry yesterday when I saw that, because Denzel has always been my favorite actor. He's always, like, when people ask me who my favorite actor is, it's Denzel.
Right.
And then I also really like Meryl Streep. I love Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep is a good actor.
I think just, like, technique-wise, she is top-notch, but Denzel is also just...
he studied for years.
Yeah.
That's a great movie.
He's fantastic.
Right now, too.
Oh, yeah.
Fences?
Yeah.
That is a great movie.
Fences is also just, like, the epitome of black, like, theater and black love. There's so much that goes into Fences that, seeing it on the film, I can't, I'm really excited to see it, how he did that. But, with that being said, the fact that he said, it might take 20 years for a black-skinned woman to get to where Viola is, I think that's really wrong. I think that, yes, you should have to work as an actress. I know that I'll probably be here my whole life working, trying to get to where I want to be.
Right.
But I think it's wrong for you to say that a dark-skinned black woman, it should take her a long time to get to success.
Let me ask you this. Do you think he was saying that?
Yes.
Because he's been in the industry from a long time and he's seen how the industry treats dark-colored women? Or you think he was saying that as personally how he feels that if you're a dark-skinned woman, it should take you a long time to attain a certain status in the movie industry or the entertainment industry? I think he was more saying it from a point of view of what he's seen over the course of his experience in the entertainment industry. So maybe you had a little misdirected hostility there.
I would say somewhat. I'd say definitely somewhat. Like, that's, like I said, it's gonna be my life. I'm here for the ride. I'm here for however long it takes. I know. But you said
you were angry though.
I am, because
over his colorism statement.
I think you have to put into context though the entire statement, which is. Do
you have it? Can you read it? Which
he said, I know it by heart. He said.
Okay. I know you do. She's a stand-up. She don't be playing.
He said, you can either complain and say that a person got a part because they're light-skinned, or you can work really hard and in 20 years become Viola Davis. And that's what makes it problematic, because he's dismissing the fact that colorism exists. And it's like, no. Yes, it is okay to complain about people getting roles just because they are fair-skinned. That is a legit concern. And it shouldn't be that I should accept, as a dark-skinned woman, I should accept that it might take this woman 2 years, but it might take me 20 years, but it's okay, because after that 20 years, I'll still be able to be where it took her to get in 2 years, and it only took her 2 years because she's a fair skin. And so that's what made it problematic. I feel like he should have addressed the fact that, yes, colorism exists, and yes, sometimes Hollywood does not offer equal opportunity to people, based off ideologies that they have about what is easier to sell. However, don't let that discourage you from being in the film industry. Don't let that discourage you from pursuing your dreams. Stay hard at it, even if it takes you 20 years. I think that would have been a more
You don't
politically
think that's what he's
correct.
saying?
No, the way that he said it.
I
even
think that's
if
your
that,
interpretation.
even
Just
if
from
that,
what you read off to me, I think that's.
Well, okay.
I think that's your interpretation.
No, I think that's many people interpretations because based off the article, the comments of thousands of people was, yeah, exactly. People want to victimize, and it's like no. And when you are that far up in the industry, you have to be politically correct in your statements.
No.
You do
Donald
because
Trump,
people are going
Donald
to
Trump
take
has
that.
showed us that you do not have to
But
be
Donald
politically
Trump is
correct.
right, and we also know that white privilege exists, and so you have
wait a
to
minute,
take that
wait a
into
minute.
consideration.
What we're talking about right now is we talking about the fact that Donald Trump showed us that being politically correct is not what you have
But
to
you
do.
also have to understand that he is a white male, a white rich male from that comes from money in the industry.
And also Denzel, as much as I don't want to say this is a thing, he's speaking on behalf of a lot of black people because there are not that many black actresses out there that can even speak. Viola hasn't even said anything back to this. I'm waiting to see what she has to say.
She's like, I got my part. I did my role. I made
No. Viola Davis definitely speaks out about colorism.
I think the only reason why she's not is because Fences is out right now, so she can't speak on it. Because
no, she could.
I don't think she would.
No, listen. You don't do things when they're comfortable for you to do it. I think maybe people might not agree with what she had to say, and rather than say anything, she's just staying.
No, because that's not Viola Davis' character. Like if you followed her career, even with all of the great roles, I mean, the woman has won awards. Even with that, she still says that it is that she does not get because she's a dark-skinned black woman. She said it is harder for her to get roles and to be where she's at because she's a dark-skinned woman.
Listen, who is in control of picking the person who gets those roles? It's usually white producers,
correct?
Right.
White executive directors,
right. And this is
that. Let me finish real quick. So what I'm saying, I'm from the school of we need to have our own production companies. We need to have our own executive producers. We need to have our own scripts, our own everything that we produce, and we hire our people and do it. We so busy on the tip of what white people will allow us to do, and we don't have to allow white people to let us do anything. See, when you pull your money and you put your money together, you can get anything done you want.
Right.
We don't right now. Everything is over the top. We don't need mainstream media. We don't need mainstream Hollywood. We don't need anything.
You don't think we need that?
No.
I disagree with that a little bit, and this is why. Whereas that is a solution, yes, it's very important to have our own productions,
and I definitely agree with you
to
on
have
that.
our own audience.
Okay.
Like that
no,
is
we
the
have
answer,
our own
and
audience.
that is the goal. But this is the problem. The problem is that mainstream media is what is constantly being subscribed to us, and so what happens when anytime something is being subscribed to you is that subconsciously it downloads a message to you, and so the problem with producing your own works and doing all that things is that because you have still been subscribed to the white message of things, you're still going to operate and perpetuate in the way that they do things. Because even a lot of black filmmakers and a lot of people that do have money and have prominence in the industry, they still operate the way that white producers will, and that's because they've been subscribed to those ideas of beauty. So it's like, yeah, you can have like black producers, this is that, but are they going to have equal opportunity? Are they going to have? He does though. He subscribes to stereotypical roles. It's very
well. He may, but he puts.
But that's damaging because it's.
Wait a minute. He has put dark-skinned women in lead roles
that are of struggle, love, of abuse, of mistreatment, and then his lighter skin. That's a
whole nother show and a whole nother
segment. That's why I just said that. Yes, the answer is black production, but you still have to understand that if they are subscribing to what white producers do, we are still in the same boat.
It's the conditioning that you got to get.
Exactly. The difference is he's still being distributed by major white companies.
Does that make it okay though? Does that make
that you're subscribing the exact same message? No.
I understand what you're saying. But he's given a lot of black actors consistent work,
right,
and put food on their table. And he's hiring a lot of people. What I'm saying is something completely different. What I'm saying is that I see Denzel's statement as saying don't complain because the system is the way it is. The rules and the unwritten rules are the way they are. Like in business,
And you think that's okay?
No, I'm not saying that it's okay. In business, every day, I deal with what I have to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
I do me till I can do better, right? Mama Hazel lived to be 102, and she used to always say, "Do me till." Mm-hmm. So you do me till you can do better, right? Mm-hmm. But in the meantime, what I hear Denzel saying is, don't complain about it. Work hard, and get to where you want to go, and don't let nothing stop you.
But
I don't see him. I don't see him.
It has nothing to do with working hard.
Exactly. That's the problem.
It depends on how hard. It depends on what kind of hard work you're doing.
No, that's not true. She's clearly no, that's not true. Vernisa can go on 100 auditions in a week, and another woman who perhaps is ethnically ambiguous can go on 100 auditions a week, and Vernisa will probably get 1 or 2 of those roles if that, because of the fact that she might not fit into what that role is looking for. Half the roles that this person can audition for, she can't even audition for.
What about
because of
it
her
says
complexion.
African American, and then right after that it's going to say
but how many Oprahs
ambiguous.
are there? How many Oprahs are there? How many Denzels are there?
But
how many Meryl Streeps are there?
Even just look at this. How many Lupita types do we have in Hollywood right now?
Exactly.
And then how many Halle Berry types do we have in
People
Hollywood right now?
People want to say oh, look at Viola Davis.
More.
That's one. Show me how many Viola Davises we have in the industry.
There's not that many.
And I'll show you how many Cameron Diaz's we have in the industry.
Listen. How many roles is it? How many roles are they out for black women?
There's not a lot.
That's
due to colorism, which is why it's an important subject to address.
What I hear,
and you can't tell people work hard. Work hard for what? The 10 roles they offer a year?
No, work hard to become a staple in the industry and to have your own.
But that's not what he said.
Wait a minute, to have your own.
That's not how that message will be construed.
If I can't even book a short film because they want a mixed girl or a light-skinned girl, how am I going to move up the ladder? How can I work hard if I can't even have things on my resume?
How can she get to money for funding to produce your own things? Like,
I know
it's not as easy as just like, oh, I'm going to get up one day and be an entrepreneur. No, you got to have money to make money. Everybody knows this. That's common sense. Even with the businesses that you did, you have to make money to have money.
I think aligning yourself with the right people, enrolling people in what you want to get accomplished, you can be the difference. So what I hear Denzel saying is, listen, don't complain, work hard, be the example, walk in your power, and make happen what you want to make happen. And that is a very small percentage of people that are capable of doing that. There's a small percentage, whether they be man or woman, black or white, there's a very small percentage of people out here that can stand in a power and really make a difference. It's one thing.
What do you suggest me to do as a dark-skinned African American woman right now? What do you suggest is the hard work that I should be doing?
I would say keep going. I would say keep going out on roles. Right.
And what if I can't even get? Literally, I submit every single day.
Keep.
If I can't even get in, and I have an agent.
Okay. Listen, let me take it from a different kind of business. I buy real estate, no money down, right? Okay. Sometimes I have to submit 200 offers in a month, and I don't get one accepted. Not one. Mm-hmm. I could go 3 months, and in that 3 months, I maybe submitted 700, 800 offers to get one accepted. But that one offer that I get accepted, I know when that offer gets accepted, it's going to make a difference in my life.
I'm sorry, but wait.
I build off of that.
This is on what, though? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about submitting offers.
Offers of what, though?
Offers on property.
So offers on property, you cannot compare property to women. I'm not comparing property. Yes, it is. She is being discriminated against because of how she looks and because of the history that comes with how she looks.
We all get discriminated every day.
They're not offering based off property. It could be a number of reasons why they don't want that property, and it doesn't have nothing to do with prejudice.
Listen.
Whatever
the reason is, whatever the reason is, my prayer every single day, right, when I go out into this world, is for God to bend the hearts of those who would hold me back from my blessings, so that I may give you all the glory and the praise. So I know when it happens, it was because of the grace of Almighty God. And I think people lose sight.
No.
Okay.
I can tell you one thing is I will never ever lose sight of God.
Now, I'm not saying lose sight of God.
No.
I'm saying lose sight of their goal. I don't care. I don't care.
Working
Listen,
hard. I
don't
do that
care,
as well.
I don't care if 100,000 people tell you no. I say keep going for it. Keep working on putting yourself in a position.
But you do understand that this is different. The 100,000 people that are telling me no are different than the 100,000 people that are telling a white girl no or a light-skinned black woman
and
no.
I'm going to say this.
It's completely different.
What happens, and it's so unfortunate, what happens though with black people who are fortunate enough to have accumulated a degree of financial freedom, they take their life stories as being the norm. And what that does is it discredits the struggle of black people and actually harms them. So for instance, me as an individual, if I sit there and say and write a book about how I have never experienced police brutality because I don't think of police in bad ways. I go out into the world and I'm positive. I smile. I wish them good afternoon and good morning. And because I do that and I'm consistent in that,
and you can still get locked up. They can still plant dope.
Right, but that's exactly
they can still do that. So,
but that's exactly what I'm saying. So you're telling
but
people,
that's different.
No, it's not.
That's different.
No, you're not. You're telling people, I did it. I do this. I do that. I've achieved that. Right, but how many of you are in the world? For each time that they allow one black person to get through the door, it's about 1,000 of white people that have went through that same door already, and they didn't have half of the shit that you went through. And so you have to acknowledge that. You cannot tell people to subscribe to that positive mindset bullshit. You cannot. No,
you have to keep a positive mindset.
No, I'm not saying, but they cannot subscribe to it. Like, if I do this, no, there's a possibility that you can work your goddamn ass off, and you know what? You still might not be able to make it. Why? Because there are a lot of chances against you, and that is just the fucking truth. That's just what it is. You could tell these black kids, you could go to school for 12 years, and you know what? You're gonna make money. No, the fuck you want. My God, my dad has a goddamn master's degree, and you know what? My dad was unemployed for many years. Many years.
He's not the only one.
Which means that what? Black people working their asses off, it does not mean that. It does not mean that they're going to be given chances.
But do you know how many factors play into people with master's degrees and PhDs who don't have jobs? Mary, listen. Mary Duda.
I'm not saying that.
Mary Duda, who's a white woman who mapped VR'd the motherfucking moon back before VR was even, and I know her personally. She's still out trying to raise money. Doors are still getting closed on us. In this America that we live in, that's part of the reason why Trump won, is because he's talking about making America great again. Sure. There just is not enough jobs. There's not enough jobs.
But
there's not enough of anything.
Do you believe that the system is set up against black people
there's
right
not
now?
Enough
Could you
jobs.
at least say that?
Yeah, right. The system is 100% set up against us. They do.
Can you say the same thing about dark-skinned girls in Hollywood?
This is not
because
designed,
it's the same exact thing. It's the same exact situation.
And you're basically saying the exact
it's the same thing with dark-skinned men too, though. It's the same thing.
No. That's actually different. It is a difference when you are a dark-skinned woman and when you are a dark-skinned man.
It's set up. It's set up to discriminate against all black people. All black people are discriminated in some way, shape, or form. What I'm sitting here saying is Denzel had his article, and yeah, he's saying work hard. If you work hard for 20 years and you put your shit together right and you do the right thing, you can make it and you can be a difference.
But he also ignores the fact that colorism exists. That was the first part of the article.
Exactly.
Well, she didn't read that part.
Yes, I did. He said you can either say you didn't get the role because they gave it to a light-skinned woman,
or you can work really.
Which is dismissing the fact that colorism
exists.
People don't get roles because they're dark skinned.
Okay, so listen.
That was incorrect stating.
How did Viola get the role and a light skinned girl didn't get that role?
For Fences? In the book, she's a dark skinned woman.
So what? What difference does that make? I've seen him make a white boy an Indian. What difference does that make?
That's normal.
Because
Right. Right. So they could.
No.
So why? So wait a minute. Why did she get it though? Why did she get it?
No.
Why did she get it?
For one, Denzel Washington had a lot of say so over casting. That's one. For number two, Viola Davis is, I mean, like her career
wait a minute.
in
Let's
the
go.
last year, she's a very, very prominent black woman in the industry.
Let's go back to what
now.
you just said. You believe that Denzel had a lot of say so on getting Viola?
He's the director. Yes, he casted that entire thing. But had he not
now we go back to what I'm saying.
Had he not been the casting
listen,
director,
now we go back. Now we go back to what I'm saying.
Her one role as a representative.
Exactly.
No,
that's what I said.
Hold on, wait a minute. You remember Regina
Successful.
King in that movie with Will Smith? She was a black woman. With the whole thing about the NSA and that whole thing. She was a black woman. She starred right next to him in that movie.
Do you know that Will Smith also got the dark skinned mother on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air fired because he wanted a lighter skinned woman? Do you know that Will Smith does not like dark skinned women, and he's made very, very, very uncomfortable statements about dark skinned women?
I've never heard
dark skinned women roles that you know.
I've never heard that.
The mother, she did interviews.
I've never heard that.
I will send the links to you. She's done
never heard
interviews
that.
about her experience.
What about the
with
color
Will Smith.
purple with
Yeah,
Whoopi?
let's keep on listening. Listen.
Well, I can't listen.
About an ugly dark skinned woman. Yes, they're gonna have a dark skinned woman.
Wait a minute, that's how they wrote the movie though. But listen, you said name
you just
some.
said let's name some dark.
Oh,
okay,
well, why is she ugly? Why is she ugly?
That was Celie's
There's literally
characteristic.
it's a book also, and
I know, but
that was her character.
But Celie, when she ended up getting when she ended up getting that the property inherited from her father, she actually looked beautiful in that. She wasn't ugly to me. Right there.
But it's a coming from the bottom up story. Why can't we already be up?
Black people didn't always had to come from the bottom in America.
But that's how black women are portrayed in film.
And
why do they have to be that way?
And listen, it's been like that.
They are the romantic interest. Yes, they are.
Listen,
dark skinned women are not.
Listen, it's been like that. It's been like that.
And you think that's okay also?
No, it's not okay. But what I'm saying is, instead of complaining about it, let's put ourselves in position to where we can hire who we want to hire.
Yes.
We can distribute who we want to distribute, and we can do what we want to do.
We
have an audience.
So sorry that everyone thinks that we're complaining when we're talking about these.
That is the problem. Is that you're not addressing colorism when you say let's complain. No, it's not.
There's no complaining.
To me,
we are having a conversation right now.
To me, he's just saying, look, it is what it is.
And he was
do what you got to do.
incorrect in doing that because you know what people do because he is a prominent black male in the industry. What other people will do, white people and all other races will do, is say, no, it does not exist. Even Denzel Washington said, you just got to work hard and you could be Viola Davis. And that is not true. That will become the token statement to validate colorism.
Wait a minute.
That's what happens.
Even in the statement that you said, he did not specifically say
those thousands
there
of
is
comments
no
on those articles.
Yes,
what did they say?
Yes, he did.
That's why I said to read the article. Read the article.
But there's a
Can you get the article?
There's a full interview with him. It's an interview.
Well, I want you to read the interview where he
people who were commenting on the interview,
where he physically says there is no colorism because he has to know
what is colorism. He doesn't know what colorism is.
And when people that were commenting, what did they say? Exactly. All of these women, black women, just want a victim and be no. So yes, what you are saying is true.
Okay.
Yes, we need to have our own things.
Exactly.
But you have to admit colorism exists, which is why we have to have our own things. You can't just say what the solution is and not address and validate the problem.
Look, let's reverse it. You're a white studio owner. You're a white executive producer. You're a white this. Who are you gonna hire?
Okay, so it comes back down.
No. I'm asking you, who are you gonna hire? Because I know who I'm gonna hire as a black executive. I'm gonna hire my people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm asking.
But you're only gonna hire your people because based off what you like.
No, I'm gonna hire the best person to do the job. Don't get me wrong.
As an oppressed person and as a person who is aware of your culture and history, of course you're going to intentionally hire this black individual
if she's qualified for the job.
Right, but you understand that she
If
will
she's-
be just as qualified. The problem with white producers is that they will overlook her and give this other person the job, even if she's the better bet. That's the problem.
Well, you know, they got the casting couch and all kind of reasons. There's all kind of reasons why it goes down like that. You know?
Okay, you know what?
It's all kind of reasons why
it
it
is a
goes.
lot of reasons. But you know what? I feel like we should take a quick break.
A quick break.
All
right,
we're gonna take
a quick break. We're gonna get back to this.
We've been talking over each other. When we come back, we're not gonna do that, y'all. But
no, it's cool.
It's a heated discussion.
It's an important discussion.
It is.
We gonna to brother. He gonna calm us down. He gonna calm me down with his fine ass.
But can't stand to see me walk out the door. Oh, don't try to fight the feeling, cause the thought alone is killing me right now. Yeah. Thank God for mom and dad for sticking two together, cause we don't know how, yeah. You think you got it, oh, you think you got it, but got it, just don't get it when there's nothing at all. We get together, oh, we get together, but sex is always better when there's feelings involved, yeah. If what they say is, then what makes so why you always so in denial if you know we're not happy here?
Y'all don't give a damn. Y'all just want to dance.
She lives in my lap, but who lives in my heart? Who lives in, who's in love, who survives, who's in love? Who's in,
We know there are many choices in internet radio, and the staff and host of LA Talk Live would like to thank you for choosing the internet's hottest destination for the most eclectic sound and invigorating talk. This is LA Talk Live. We are more than just talk.
What up, LA? It's Mr. Vaughn inviting you to join me every Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific for Los Angeles Today. Purple nights and golden days. I'm so LA, coming live and direct on LA Talk Live. Entertainment, current events, special guests, sports, the hottest and latest in LA, where the twist goes down daily. Boss up with us every Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific, exclusively on LA Talk Live. You can also catch us on iTunes, R&B, or watch and listen directly at latalklive.com. Reality radio, handcrafted for your listening and viewing pleasures. This is LA Talk Live, and we are more than just talk.
Hey, shout us out. WDC. Tune in to WDC Radio on LA Talk Live every Saturday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time for sickle cell trait awareness, lupus, bullying, mental health, and all different aspects of life. So tune in to WDC Radio right here on LA Talk Live. Also, you can listen to us on iTunes, Live 365, YouTube, and Ustream. And don't forget Apple TV and Roku right here on LA Talk Live, where we're more than just talk. Shout us out. What's the count?
But can't stand to see me walk out the door.
All right. We back with Los Angeles Today every 3 p.m. Pacific on LA Talk Live. Reality radio, handcrafted for your listening and viewing pleasures. And we're going to get back to this conversation because it was getting heated. We was off the air and Patriana got a little heated, boy. She got that evil eye look like she put the whammy on us.
No.
Yes, you did,
No.
boy. Where's the...
Before we get started, Steve, can you do me a favor, Mr. Vaughn, and turn up my mic?
Turn up your mic? Not your mic. Your headphone.
My headphone. There we go. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, now you can hear me yell at you.
Go ahead and yell.
I'm just
That's
kidding.
what you want to do. You want me to be able to hear you yell at me. Go ahead. I ain't mad.
I'm just joking. No, but this conversation is very heated. But I feel like it's just because it's such a taboo conversation, and it's like after decades and decades and decades of discrimination, it's just disappointing for it to still be a taboo topic and a topic that people just don't want to admit to. It's just quite unfortunate.
Well, we're admitting to it, but it is what it is.
See, but that's not admitting to it.
No,
That's
is.
dismissing
That's
it.
dismissing
No,
it.
you can't dismiss it. That look,
You just
look,
did.
hold on, listen. That's like the fact that I know driving down the street, the police could pull me over and kill me, right? Now, do I want to be right or do I want to keep my life? I don't even trip off of it. I go the other way. I don't get into this going back and forth. I need to survive. And listen, until
But you don't think
until we have our own, we have a lot of bullshit that we have to put up.
That's not going to happen. We're an integrated society.
And the black woman has even more to put up with. And it's been like that. Yes. Do we want to change it?
But thank you for acknowledging that.
Right.
That's what you have to
Right.
do is acknowledge it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Of course. But like I said again, back to the Denzel. That's why I said read the whole entire article. I'm going to go back and read the whole entire article.
Okay.
Because what you're telling me is nowhere did he specifically say that there is no colorism. He just said we're hard for 20 years.
Here we go.
He said she told you he said what's
handed it
that's
over to you,
like
Okay, I want to read it. Let me hear it. I want to hear you specifically
that's
say
like
that.
when Lil Wayne said, "Huh? What is police? What did he say? What's police brutality?"
Well, he's never really had no police brutality.
But just because you haven't experienced
it.
But guess what? He caused so much flack. Excuse me, I'm a little horny. He had to go back and apologize for that.
And that's what we have to do to Denzel Washington. You have to apologize for sitting there and dismissing the plight of so many women in the industry. Apologize. What do you mean? What is colorism?
So also this interview was through BET.
Right.
So I'm gonna go ahead and let that be a thing.
Right.
So there's a lot of talk about colorism in Hollywood, especially as it is related to, and then Denzel Washington asks colorism. And then, she goes colorism. And then Denzel Washington literally says, "What does that mean?"
Okay. What does that mean? Maybe he meant, what does that mean to her?
Continue.
Hold on. Continue.
So that he can stop caping for problematic statements.
Okay.
And the
hey, I'm the spin doctor, baby. Call me the spin doctor.
No. I'm going to call you problematic, which is what your ass is.
A little bit.
Okay, come on. Let's go. Let's hear it.
Okay, the interviewer goes, favoring like perhaps lighter skinned people versus darker skin. And Denzel goes, "Oh, racism within the race." And she goes, "Exactly." And he goes, "Do you mean from the outside in or within?"
Right.
And
he wanted to be specific on what she's talking about. I knew that. Let's keep going.
No,
Let's keep going.
Colorism in itself
hold on.
Thank you. Colorism in itself.
He said from within or without. No, keep going.
But in order for it to be within, it started from.
Hold on. Fall back, Miss J.
He just loved caping for like problematic people.
Yeah,
it's a shame.
No, come on, keep going.
But it's typical behavior.
Okay, so I mean, I don't even know if I want to read this because
I'm
gonna
go
get
ahead.
angry.
I'm gonna be quiet.
I'll read it for
I
you.
want you to be angry.
Okay, so it's
Ain't nothing like an angry black woman.
Okay, no.
You might get some shit done.
So
I'm
the
sorry,
interviewer
what?
said,
It's nothing like an angry black woman. You might get some shit done.
I think
Don't
maybe
get
both
into that.
ways, and especially as it relates to actresses, darker skinned actresses. And I'm curious to know, do you feel that there's an equivalency with actors, with people of color, actors feeling that way, like there's a certain type of look that's favored in the industry, or is it harder on women?
Extremely specific.
Washington begins by pointing to Viola Davis' critically acclaimed role in Fences as evidence that there is work in the industry for dark-skinned women, as though one role is work for
what about on Star Trek? What about the?
Okay, let's list them. Please, let's list them.
Okay, let's list them.
I'm just saying
because we'll get to maybe 50 roles within the past, I'd say, 20 years.
And box office.
Maybe. Yeah.
That had good budgets behind them.
And we're not even talking about entry-level films that
my
actresses like
God.
me who just moved out here could get into. We're not even talking about TV
You
shows.
ain't paid no dues yet.
I know.
You ain't paid no dues yet.
Can we turn off Mr. Vaughn's
come on
mic?
now.
Okay,
Come on now. You ain't paid no dues
3
yet.
to 5 years. 3 to 5 years is usually when your career as an actress can kind of, something can happen. 3 to 5 years, I'd say. So I got some more time. I understand this. I know this.
Okay,
This is not
all
something that I'm being completely
right,
unaware
being
of.
naive about.
No, I'm not. I came out
Okay.
here and I knew, I've said this a million times already, I'm here for my life. I know that's what's going to happen.
Okay, it's the same thing in basketball, okay, or
well,
football,
how are we gonna put this
or anything
in?
else.
No,
what I'm
no,
saying
no,
is,
no.
We're
what I'm
talking about
saying is that it's
completely
not
different.
It's not that many jobs available. So you got 100,000 black actresses going out for one role. Okay.
Well, why is there only one role? That's the problem.
That's what you
there
have to
shouldn't
challenge.
be just one role. There are 20,000 million roles for white women.
No, there ain't 20,000 million roles.
There are.
There are not.
20,000 million roles.
20,000 million
For
roles.
light-skinned women. There are two roles for black-skinned women.
No.
Dark-skinned black women.
No.
Can we pull up casting ads on LA casting.com?
I mean, I can just tell y'all like what I submit for every single day.
What do you submit for every single day? Let me hear that.
Almost every single day, I go on and it says, it says African American. It'll say the
With
role.
ethnically ambiguous
No, what I'm
features,
asking
curly hair.
you is how many though? How many roles do you think actually come available as far
In
as
a week?
Well, let me finish
Okay,
what I was trying to say.
I'm gonna let you
so
finish. Go ahead.
you get the title of the character, you get the age range, and then you get the ethnicity, right? And usually it says African American at first. So then you click on it, and then it says it gives a more
hair,
descriptive,
ethnically ambiguous,
yes, it gives you a more
fair
descriptive,
skinned,
and then it shows you a picture, and usually it's a picture of like Beyonce,
Yep.
or somebody that I don't look anything like.
I quit LA
So I
casting
can't
after
even-
2 months.
So I can't even submit for that role, and it's not because. Maybe these people could see me in this role. Maybe they could. But it's because they think that an audience would rather see a light-skinned
More
black
marketable.
woman than a darker-skinned black woman. I could
Right.
play that role just
And
as well.
even Kanye,
She could play that
Kanye
role
made
just as well.
statements. Kanye made statements.
but-
Without mixed women, there would be no video girls.
Okay, well
Wrong.
listen. Okay, well that's bullshit. Because I love beautiful black women. But let me tell you this, Patriana,
Huh?
you are one of the few chosen ones, right? Who has and have the skill set to have your own production company and to be able to make a difference out here. So, what are you going to be a part of the solution or a part of the
But
problem?
I definitely, I don't even audition. Like, I don't audition. Half of
you already
my,
told me you don't. Do
I
that
don't
anymore.
audition.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying that you have the skill set. You have the skill set, and there's other dark-skinned women that have the skill set too,
And I
set up their own production.
But I
company
do. I have a trademark company. I've done things.
and hire.
But that's just getting away. I mean, of course.
But that's what it's gonna take.
Producing
And
your
that's-
own work is
and-
great.
And I think that's what
And I'm
Denzel was saying.
constantly, no, because even with that, that does not mean that I'm going to sit here and not complain. I'm going to complain every single day. Every single day that I have to sit here and come out of pocket to give other women roles because society does not
Our
value
stories,
and
okay.
guess what?
What
And
this
guess
also
what?
comes down to is our stories are not being told.
Yep.
There are people on the screen that do not look like me. Viola, Lupita are my only options really right now.
Issa Rae,
Regina,
she's a new one.
Issa Rae.
Oh, yeah, Issa Rae.
You know,
And she's a big one. But how many Issa Raes
There's-
exist? And let's be honest about it. Issa Rae had to fight.
She had to fight.
to be in her own script. You know who they wanted to give that to? The awkward black girl to? Megan Good. Oh, she's perfect. She's
Of
awkward.
Of course.
Why though? Because Megan Good is attractive. She's lighter skinned. She
Because
has
we
very,
live-
very nice features. Issa Rae, and she's beautiful, but she's dark skinned. She wears her hair short and natural. When she first got in the industry, she was chunkier than what she is now. No, they did not want, and she is an awkward black girl, but they didn't want that awkward black girl. They wanted awkward black girl to be a girl who's really cute, and I mean, she's not really awkward. By awkward, they mean maybe she giggles.
Not awkward enough.
Look,
Good as
hey,
she's not
listen,
awkward.
but listen, from
How
an
did you
establishment, from an establishment has developed that kind of perspective on printing out black women and black actors and black roles. We have to stand in the gap and change that. That's what I'm saying.
we
I
do.
acknowledge everything you're saying. You guys are 100% correct.
I think that you're acknowledging it, but I don't know if you are getting what we're
Fully
trying to say.
valid. Yeah, it's like
I'm fully validating it.
it's
I understand where you're coming from, but what I'm saying is, fuck them. We have
no, but
to
you
do
still
our
have
shit.
to. You
Fuck
can't say
them.
that.
Yes, you have to.
No, you can't because they have.
No, people have
No.
told me what I couldn't do all day long. And I went out and
Okay,
did
so
it.
let's say that we say fuck them. Let's
Tyler
say that-
Perry is
let's say-
backed by who though?
Look, let's say that
White
both of us
people.
say fuck them. Let's say that,
Fuck
right?
them.
Okay.
Right.
What about all the other dark-skinned black girls that are out here in LA trying to make it? We can't all say fuck
Not
them.
everybody can have a production company. Not everybody knows how to write. Not like you just
everybody's not gonna. Every black woman is not gonna get an acting job, just like every white woman is not gonna get an acting job.
Okay, but
it can become more diverse and more balanced.
Right, and in order for us to become international, though, you do need white backing behind you. Why? Because you need old money behind you. And where's
not
old
in
money?
Nigeria.
White
Have you
people.
seen Nigeria? The way Nigeria comes out,
in order for them to become mainstream, they have to be acknowledged in America. What's America?
But I don't know.
People.
But it's a lot of black women actors and a lot of black roles there. I was in Jamaica.
Not mainstream. They're not making the same.
Wait a minute. When I was in Jamaica, when I was in Jamaica, the TV came on. It fucked me up.
Yes,
it fucked me up. It was all black people.
Yes, but that's their local television stations.
They're not that's what I'm trying to tell you.
No, but they don't want that. Come on, anyone who's putting time into their craft, they want to be able to be the best. They're putting money and time and energy. They deserve life chances. They deserve to be international. They deserve the rewards. That's what you want. That's what you want.
Now, what I'm trying to tell you is
they deserve that.
It's still only going to be a certain percentage that are going to make it. It's just
and everybody knows that coming in.
Right.
That's not something that there might be some 5 delusional actors out here that think
so that's
they're
why
just
gonna
make it.
That's why they say a lot of actors are waiting for
So then again, though, you can't tell people that if they work 20 years and do this, that they're gonna no. And you have to acknowledge that the chances and that yes, already everybody in the world cannot be successful. Like already we're set up like that. We're capitalists. But you have to acknowledge that.
But you can do something else.
As a person of color,
you may not be able to be successful.
As a person
acting,
of
but you
color,
can be successful in something
as
else.
a person of not always with that either. Too.
You feel okay really telling somebody that
to do something that they don't want to do.
They have worked really hard, which you were fighting for earlier. That they worked really fucking hard in this industry, and let's say they get 20 years in,
just do something else.
Well, you gotta have something else that you do. You got to have something else that you do. I mean, if you don't get a big role, you still got to feed yourself. You still got to take care of yourself. It doesn't mean that you give up on your dream.
I don't even know what to say to that.
I don't get what you're saying.
I don't either. I think it's gone.
Okay, listen. So you're acting. All you do is act right now. You don't do anything else?
Of course,
that's what I'm saying. Now you get what I'm saying.
But that's here's not what I want to do with my life.
Right, but
I don't have a backup plan, which is what everyone thinks that actors have to have.
And you shouldn't. You have to put 100% into what you want to do.
I didn't say you have to have a backup plan.
That's not what everybody can be Denzel Washington, but you can be a successful actor making money.
Right.
There are millions of successful actors making money, and you might not know their name, but that's okay because they're still making a living off of their work.
Listen, I know a black actor. I can't think of his name right now, but he lives right in Baldwin Hills.
Mm-hmm.
He lives in the United States for like 6 months out of the year, and then he lives in Europe for the other 6 months of the year.
Mm-hmm.
He's an actor. He's been acting. He's old. He's like damn near 70-something years old. He's been making a living. He's got a SAG card and everything. He's union. He works all the time. He makes good money. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you can do it. Okay, that's not what I'm talking about. But she's saying that she's equating to what I'm saying like. You got to have a backup plan. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is right now, while you're going out and doing your acting or whatever you're doing and auditioning, you got something else to do on the side to take care of yourself.
Right, but you were saying in a couple of years that you should just basically give.
You said even if you can't.
No, I didn't say I didn't put any time. I didn't put any time.
No, but you said you could do something else. But they don't want to do. And life is not about just like doing stuff to survive. Like you should. No, go
but
after
either way, we've gotten
way
off of getting into dark-skinned black girls on TV because that's every actor's. Every actor has to go through that.
Exactly.
That's every actor's thing.
Right.
That's fine. That's whatever. That's like I've been saying. Like, if you come to LA to be an actor, you need to know that you're going to be in here for a while.
Yep.
Right.
That's fine.
And you gotta have tough skin because you're gonna have rejection. Right. You're gonna have predators. You're gonna have all of these things.
And what you're telling me as a dark-skinned woman is 3
times as hard.
Yes.
Or 10 times as hard.
And Denzel is completely ignoring that
You're
issue.
dismissing that.
I didn't hear him ignore that in your article. That
Anytime that you don't address a situation and instead you highlight the success of one person as though that's the norm, that's dismissing the narrative
He doesn't
of what
know what
every person
colorism
goes
is.
through.
He doesn't understand
He-
that
ne-
light-skinned
you
women
never-
are
Just
more
like Lil
preferred
Wayne,
than
who
black
sat there and dismissed
No.
millions
Little
of
Wayne.
people. No,
Little
he
Wayne
said, "What
specifically
police
said that
brutality?"
Denzel in that article that you read me, Denzel never specifically said
Yes.
that there is no colorism.
He said
He said he
colorism.
doesn't know what colorism
I don't know what that is.
If you
He said
don't know
you
what
can-
something is, then you deny
He
its
did not
existence.
say. You did not read that and
Yes,
say that he
she
did not know
did.
what
She did it.
colorism
I
is.
read it 3 times.
You need me to read it again? Really?
Yeah, I need you to read that too.
We're not reading it
Oh
again.
my goodness! The interviewer,
We're
the
not
first
reading it
question
again.
was, "What are your views on colorism?" And Denzel
He said,
goes,
"What do you mean
"What?"
by what do you mean by that?"
So if somebody,
He
if
said, "What is colorism?" He literally said,
No,
"What is colorism?"
you said. He said, "What do you mean by that?" He said, "What do you mean by that?"
he said colorism, what do you mean by
Colorism,
colorism?
yes,
Exactly.
exactly.
What, no, he knows what. He's a fucking black man in America. He knows what the fuck colorism is.
No,
he
because
wants to know. He
no,
wants to know. He
because
wants to know
Lil
who the
Wayne didn't know
fuck
what
this.
police
He wants to know. He
brutality
wants to know
is.
who this interviewer is. If she even knows what the fuck
You
she's
are
talking about.
Oh, you think so?
so
What the-
hard
Yes.
for
Where the fuck
Denzel
did that come?
Washington.
You're laughing right now.
No.
You don't even believe
I
that
do.
what you
I
just
do.
said.
I believe
no,
it
no,
exactly.
no.
You are caping so hard for Denzel, and I get it because I love him. But people have to learn how to separate art from the artist. His art is impeccable.
He
but
is my
his-
favorite
that's-
actor.
and he is still my favorite
I
actor.
just still never.
But
I
that
still never
statement
heard
in
him.
general, he
I
needs to
still
go back
never. I
and
still
read
never
it
heard
out
him
again.
say that he did not. That he did not know
Gotta
what
pull it out
colorism is.
again. All right, here we
Please, just one more time.
I'm not doing it.
go. Okay, colorism. What is that? Okay, first of all, he asked what colorism. Like he did colorism.
Colorism?
What's color? Like that's how.
No,
how
read exactly what he said. You're like,
That's what she said.
do you want to
that's
read
what
it for
he did.
yourself? I tried to hand that over to you a while ago.
On break.
So
That's what you should have been doing.
No
on break.
excuse.
Reading. Let's see how he capes.
it did. Yeah, it doesn't even matter what Denzel actually said.
Washington colorism. SM colorism.
And he wants to change the tone to be
Denzel
conversational.
Denzel.
Oh.
What does that mean? Oh, sorry about that. Even him. Even he's asking him he's asking her, what does that mean?
That's like me saying slavery? Wait. What do you mean? Well, I know what the fuck you mean by slavery.
No,
Yes.
slavery.
Yeah, I know what the fuck you mean by slavery.
Slavery is two different things.
No, it's not.
Hold on,
Colorism
listen,
is
and
an
listen,
effect
and
of
listen.
slavery. No,
Hold on, listen,
no,
and listen,
no.
and listen, and
Anytime
listen.
something is a global
Slave-
problem, and you
Slave,
sit
they
there
can
and
say
need to
slavery,
be
right?
explained
They can
that
say
to you.
slavery, but when you read certain articles and goes back on our people that were captured, we consider ourselves to be prisoners of war.
Oh my gosh, you really about to go there? Okay.
Yeah, here, but slavery was slavery. But that's not what he's
Exactly.
saying.
Colorism is
He's saying
colorism.
He's asking that, bro.
Whether colorism is perpetuated or from the outside forces. How does something become perpetuated? Because it's opposed onto you by outside forces. They are one and the same. You became so indoctrinated with anti-blackness and self-hatred that you began to perpetuate it.
Yes.
So either way it goes, needing clarification on something that is so global is fucking stupid.
Is it a white woman
Yes.
interviewing him?
It doesn't matter.
I'm asking you. Is it a white woman interviewing him?
I don't think I think she's a person of color, but
Okay.
she's definitely lighter skinned. I don't know if she's.
So even BET practices colorism.
They will.
I mean,
That's the
this is
problem.
what we're talking about.
Even BET.
That's the problem.
Even BET practices colorism.
But they're owned by white people. So I mean,
yeah, you know why?
You can't even
Because
really-
a brother sold out, and he should have kept his shit and kept running it the way he needed to. Because he could have been multi.
I mean, bullying does occur though in the industry. You don't know this background
You
story
have
behind
no idea,
that.
yeah. This
You
town
gotta
is
stand
crazy.
for something, or you fall for anything. And
What are you
gotta
talking
be-
about? Stand
and
for something? You just said
and
that
gotta be
you will
willing-
avoid
and
a
you-
police
and you
officer
gotta-
to keep your life instead
you
of
gotta-
make a change. You just said that you would rather be alive than be right when you come across a police officer. So why
Right.
in that instance would
Right.
you not stand up?
Right, but that
for
doesn't
that.
mean. But I wouldn't sell my company if I didn't have to.
So you would not sell your company for
Hell
monetary
no.
gain, but you would allow a police officer to disrespect you and not stand up
No,
for a bigger
I've
cause.
never really been disrespected by no police.
You said that you do. You said it goes without saying.
No, it
and
goes
that
without
you
saying.
avoid
It's the
it.
rule But I'm saying I
No,
specifically.
you said I avoid it.
I specifically
because
avoid the police.
I would rather be alive than be right.
Yeah, but listen.
No.
Listen.
No.
Listen. I was in the game. I was hustling back in the day, so I didn't want to fuck with the police. So I developed a rule on how I fuck with them, out of sight, out of mind. So I'm gonna go the opposite way. Yeah, but when I get stopped by the police, I don't need to be black militant fucking power. I make sure that I got my driver's license, my insurance, and my registration.
You don't have to be black or militant, but
I give them my shit.
You do have to stand up for yourself.
And I don't need to cross the line with them to feel like, oh, I'm this and that. I don't need to do that.
So you think Eric Garner crossed the line?
Look,
you think Trayvon crossed the line?
Listen, that's a completely different story.
No, it's not.
And I'm not saying that. Listen, that man had no right to kill Trayvon. He had no right to kill Garner. But I have seen instances. I've seen instances on TV where maybe, just maybe, those brothers needed to come home to their family.
But what about those also same images, right? Where there are white people be having guns,
literally,
and they literally do not shoot.
That's racism and colorism at its best.
They literally do not shoot.
As black women in America, we have to know how to navigate this shit so that we can get what we want out of this fucking system. Okay, so we can so it can be a transfer of wealth and a transfer of power.
I think before you try to talk about a solution, you must first always acknowledge the problem, and there should be no but.
No.
Just like if we're talking about rape, it's not, rape is wrong, but don't just, no, I don't want to hear that but. Period, do not rape.
Come on now, you know, everybody knows rape is wrong, period.
No, people will say,
and if they don't, they got some kind of mental defect.
No, but people are passive aggressive.
And
anytime you say, but
you're passive aggressive.
No, I'm not passive aggressive. I'm very blunt and candid about all of my thought processes. For rape, even in rape, it's terrible what happened to her, but why would you go to the bar and drink like that and have on that? Why is there a but? No, like in order to talk about the solution, let's acknowledge the problem. Is there colorism in the industry?
There's colorism in everything.
No, that's not the question.
That wasn't the question.
Yes.
Is there colorism in? Thank you. That's it. That's all there is to it. And now we can move forward with the discussion.
Denzel never said, even with what I read, he still never said there was no colorism.
Oh my God.
He still never said there was no colorism. He never specifically
dismissed it because he did not acknowledge it. That's just like I said, I'm gonna say this one more time again. That's just like me telling, or like the game. Oh, it was the game, right? Telling black kids, you know what? Just be nice. Be nice, police officers. Smile. But not acknowledging the fact that yes, you can be nice
and still lose your life.
Yeah,
and that is the first thing that needs to be acknowledged.
Because you have some racist ass cops out here that are just out to kill anyway.
Right, but you have to acknowledge that. If you don't acknowledge it, if you just talk about solution, you're dismissing the problem.
This is where the but comes in. The but comes in. The majority of police officers, and there's bad apples and everything, just like there's bad motherfuckers out there. When you get pulled over, you never know if they're going to blow your brains out or not. As a police officer, there are some cool police officers out here.
But then it's a way to address that.
There's some cool.
It's not a but.
There's some There's some
and.
There's however you want to put it.
There are bad.
So you just having semantics and or but.
No,
maybe they mean and or but.
That is crucial.
It's just another.
Crucial. It's not one or the other. It's not one or the other. There's both that can exist.
Right.
Listen,
it's both that can exist.
Colorism exists.
And has always existed. Always existed.
Right. Colorism.
They've always stereotyped black people in black roles.
But the correct approach to the conversation
listen to the roles that Denzel got Academy Awards for him, and Halle Berry got Academy Awards for him. Come on now.
Which, by the way, it's only her and Lupita. So.
That's some bullshit. Now, we all know that's some bullshit.
I understand that.
Okay.
Steve, Mr. Vaughn, what I'm saying is this. The correct approach to any situation is to first acknowledge it and then provide the solution.
What you cannot acknowledge, you cannot change.
But, no, listen, there's colorism in the industry, and we understand that will make it harder for you guys. However, do not allow that to discourage you. Don't say, there's this that exists, and like skirting around the problem.
He didn't skirt around the problem.
Around it because he did not address it. He said, well, Viola has these accomplishments.
Wait a minute. He didn't address it to your liking.
No, he did not address it, period.
At all.
Are you kidding me? He used a black woman's examples to basically prove it does not exist.
One black woman's example.
Oh
Also.
my
One.
God! Oh, okay.
But you know what though? It's
right,
fine.
listen,
You
it's
are
countdown.
caping, and we're not going to cape here. That's one thing I will not stand for. Is
It's
caping,
countdown.
especially when it comes to problematic
It's countdown.
things.
We didn't get to our New Year's resolutions. Mine is to do no caping from now on.
Okay, good.
Mine is to hold black men accountable for black women.
And what's
That's the
yours?
same. That's the same.
Holding black men accountable for black women. So how do we
Hold on,
stay in
I'm
contact with
gonna
you?
add what? I'm gonna hold black women accountable for black men.
We've already been doing that. Look in your
Nah,
history
hell
book.
nah.
Vernisa, how do we
Get
stay in
the
contact
fuck
with you?
outta here.
Vernisa, how do we
Man,
stay in contact with you?
You can follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, tell them
at
how to. That's a
Vernisa
whole
Allen.
nother motherfucking
Hold
show.
on.
It's VERNISA Allen at Vernisa Allen. That's me.
Stop caping.
Find
Text your
ass.
women. I'm at PATRIANAJONES Patriana Jones, aka Taboo Talker, aka I'm not going to allow black men to cape for other problematic people and dismiss the problems of black women, aka shit is lit. Keeping it candid.
And I'm Mr. Vaughn on Boss Angeles Today every Friday on LA Talk Live at 3 p.m. Pacific. And we're going to have a whole nother show on this coming the first of the year.
I like it in the city when the air is so thick and opaque. I love to see everybody in short skirts, shorts and shades. I like it in the city when two worlds collide. You get the people and the government, everybody taking.
Thank you for tuning into LA Talk Live and the Talk Live Broadcast Network, original reality radio, handcrafted for your listening and viewing pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we are more than just talk.